one of the most important things to keep an eye on if you are going to change carriers is the retroactive date on your policy. The retroactive date is located on your declarations page. That is the date from which all of your inspections would be covered up through the end of your policy term. Unfortunately, what happens in many situations, particularly when inspectors are trying to buy direct from a carrier rather than working with a company that knows their business, they end up looking at a policy that doesn't have an appropriate retroactive date. So to give you an example, if you have a professional liability policy and you've been consistently insured since January 1, 2015, your current E&O policy will have a retro date of January 1, 2015, and that means that any claims for any inspections you did from that date forward, provided they're first reported to you during that policy period, would be covered. That's almost 10 years of inspections that you have coverage for in case somebody comes out of nowhere with a claim. But when you buy direct from companies or you're not watching what you're buying, many companies will issue you a policy without that retroactive date in place, and they'll make it the retroactive date of the date of the inception of your new policy. And what that means is all those other inspections back to 2015 are now no longer covered by any policy of insurance. And so you need to keep that in mind, that if you're going and buying another policy, you have to make sure that your retroactive date stays the same. Your retroactive date can also be voided or eliminated if you have a gap in coverage. But you definitely want to make sure that your retroactive date matches up with the policy that you're transferring from and the policy that you're getting with the new carrier. That's why it's critically important that you make sure that your retroactive date is not taken away from you if you change policies or change companies, because that can be catastrophic in terms of having uncovered claims.